So, what we have here is our three co-founders here represent 4 unicorns. 3 out of the 4 are profitable. And I want to now get into a little bit about design choices, right? But I think as you're building a startup, it's very important to make the right design choices at the right phase of your company. And what's interesting about, I think, the journeys of the 4 companies, I think at Grow, you guys took a distribution-first strategy, right? You first pretty much put your product out there, got millions of users, and then you started monetizing. And you monetized very, very quickly, so that's one approach. I think Misho, you all took a different approach. By the way, were you profitable at the beginning? Like when you guys first launched, were you like, because I know you had a very low cost structure and the whole sort of thing, was that or not?
So not profitable, but for a very long time, we didn't spend much money. Like for example, as you were referring to, one of the design choices we made in the very early days of the company is we'll not spend anything in marketing. Like if you look at typical e-commerce companies before us, they've spent like hundreds of millions of dollars, maybe billions of dollars on just acquiring consumers. And we are very creative in figuring out how do we leverage WhatsApp as a distribution channel.
When we started and we left one of the leading e-commerce company from India, so the whole thought process of started while we were there itself.
What was that? So be more specific, no?
No, so one of the choices we made, and actually we continue to make, is choosing the way we want to launch any offering, any additional offering, and seeing the contribution margin as the king. So whatever you spend as a variable versus a fixed is very important to see as a founder a distinction between the two. You can spend to get to a growth, you can spend to get to a PMF, you can spend to get to a place where profitability will come, but then you need to understand that is your growth conflicting with your profitability? Like, if you grow more, will you make more money or will you lose money eventually?
It's not that hard to make money in B2B because
obviously now I know that since I met you.
India is the land of B2B, but it is very hard to convince a VC for B2B. For us, the design choice was more in terms of saying, first of all, when we were starting, we wanted to start something which was very connected to India. I think we had a very tough time saying that what is the replicable thing which is there in the US or in China market, which is there in India. So I think most important is you should have a conviction towards whatever your idea is, right? And it should not be governed with the fact that whatever everybody else is saying, if gross margin is important, contribution margin is important, whatever. What you think is the right metric that your business will outlive your own self.